So it looks like Jeffree Star's old tweets and videos are resurfacing, and this is about to get very interesting. Hey guys, it's Moradi. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Now, obviously this particular video is another layer to this whole scandalous situation that is going on. If you guys, sorry, I just looked out the window and I thought some dead body or some dead woman was staring at me, but it looks like it's a dead plant. I know it's a tree. Oh, okay, cool. Now, before we get into this video, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. I'd massively appreciate it. Do click that button for consistent content and follow me on my Instagram, Moradi if you guys want to. My credentials are in the description box below. Yeah, this is where it's about to get really interesting, and this is where the backlash is going to begin, because what we're seeing here is obviously what happened to James Charles to an extent was justified because he was doing a lot of wrongdoing stuff. But at some point, when people get cancelled online, this cancel culture, which I do not agree with, don't know when to stop. So when they don't know when to stop and there are no boundaries, they're going to keep on doing so to the point where it comes across as bullying. These people like James Charles might now get sympathy votes, and then backlash begins towards the people who were obviously trying to perpetrate this form of disgusting bullying that's now, I feel like, going on, because I feel like he's got more than enough. Like, lost 3 million subscribers, what more do you want from somebody? Like, it's just going to get worse and worse, and he is still a teenager. So again, at this point, his mental health needs to be taken into consideration. Now, Jefree Star, why are you deleting over apparently thousands of your tweets? Like, he's onto something, and Threads are now exposing all his old tweets, and it is pretty disgusting to say the least. In some of his tweets he says, "I've had so many straight boys naked that I think I deserve a lifetime achievement award. I like straight men, not gay boys, baby. Don't be a jerk. Straight guy, 2365 down, ha 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 ha, faints. I've had so many straight boys naked that I think I deserve a lifetime achievement award," which I just said. So obviously what we're seeing here is very similar behaviour to James Charles. We're seeing somebody who has a clear fetish for straight men, who objectifies them, who wants them in a very disgusting kind of, pervasive, predatory manner, the same manner that he was trying to press upon to James Charles. And also what you need to remember is this isn't the first time Jefree Star's past has caught on to him, although somehow he has survived that racism. But this type of stuff, again, only adds another layer to the issues. Perhaps I'll make a very long video on the problematic issues of Jefree Star, because it seems to be going out like he is trying to do damage control himself, and I do feel like this is a very important issue. Let me get my 17p lemonade and my pink straw for this, because now it's going to get even more interesting, and I'll tell you why. In a particular tweet, he did say, "Who else wonders how big Justin Bieber's dick is?" And the reason why this is important is because Justin Bieber was only 16. This guy was well into his 20s. He was 24. But he's calling James Charles a danger to society. The hypocrisy is so ridiculous, and it really does irritate me, because we don't keep the same energy for Jefree Star as we do for other people like James Charles. If James Charles said that, I'm pretty sure he would at least lose another 2 million subscribers. But this particular person is now the most followed makeup guru, and it's just ridiculously unfair, it's unjust, and it's plain disgusting. The fact that you are wondering why and how big a 16-year-old's dick is when you are well into your mid-20s, like, what are you doing? And then, putting that online for everybody to see, and you're laughing. And it gets even more worse when there are now videos resurfacing of him actually sexually assaulting other men. Straight men, I believe, or other men, where he goes up to them, he touches their private parts to kind of see what's going on there. Like, it's just, wow, like the hypocrisy. It really catches up to you. Like, the internet is a gruesome place. For you to be calling out people with your chest, getting involved in drama that doesn't even involve you. Like, you could have just kept quiet and not done anything in terms of writing your tweets. And now, because here we are, everybody's going to find out what you're doing. He's trying to do damage control by deleting his tweets, and thousands of his tweets and everything. And this is a very serious issue, because not only does it show hypocrisy in the kind of makeup world, but it shows that this particular person is also a predatory kind of sexual harassment individual. He was also a similar age, around 1925, when making these tweets, similar to James Charles' age bracket. So surely if anybody would have sympathy for somebody, it would be him. He wouldn't be the first one to be firing against James Charles, but he was. To call somebody a danger to society, when I first read that tweet out in a video, I could tell that it was just a bit too much. And I feel like it was definitely forced, and I feel like it was most definitely unnecessary. Now, I don't want to personally show these videos of him harassing people, but you should definitely go look them up, because what he does is obviously quite disgusting. Or maybe I'll show like a freeze frame here and there for what's going on. And people are now hashtagging Jefree Star is now over party, but is he really over? I doubt it. I feel like people are going to dismiss this, and we shouldn't, because we need to keep the same energy for Jefree like we have for obviously James Charles. Jefree has gotten away with a lot of different issues, and I feel like it's just simply unfair, you know, maybe because of this association with Shane Dawson, and that kind of helps because they both are quite big on the YouTube platform. What people are also now speculating is that obviously Jefree Star's boyfriend Nathan also used to identify as somebody who was straight. Now he has no label, so he has now been added into this whole mixture of confusion. And he also did address his past in a particular video called Racism. Obviously he wasn't directly talking about these particular issues, about other issues in the past, but at what point do we have to question how many situations has this guy had in the past that are so problematic, that keep arising, keep reoccurring, where we need to actually have a discussion about whether this person is legit or not, and how many passes are we going to give this individual, considering how ruthless the beauty kind of makeup community is. Number one, why haven't they really checked with this particular individual? Number two, Miss Tati, who really has such a big problem with James Charles and how he fetishizes straight men, where was this for Jefree Star, the particular individual who you are now very close with? So what we're seeing here in this community is that the key theme is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is everywhere. It's running and interweaving in between all these individuals, all these people. Everybody is now being called out for their nasty shenanigans, especially Jefree Star. The threads that are on Twitter are ridiculous, and they are far more disgusting tweets, and the fact that he has deleted over 1,000 as well clearly shows that he is attempting to do damage control, which I'm sure James Charles has also been doing. All we can really see is that everything that Jefree is accusing James of, he used to do himself. The pot calling the kettle black, hypocritical atmosphere everywhere. Like the fact that you were asking to see Justin Bieber's, you know, private parts when he was 16 and you were 21, that you when you were 24, and the fact that you were tweeting it out outlandishly, and you obviously tweeted out a plethora of other topics, and nobody else picked up on it up until now, and now it's becoming a massive issue, because obviously you had this energy to call James Charles a danger to society. Like, it's just ridiculously stupid. Somebody who's 19 is a danger to society because he's influencing his predatory ways, whereas you weren't at the same age. For some reason you weren't a danger to society, even though there are videos of you actually assaulting people sexually, but there aren't directly any of him. There's sheer evidence of what you are doing, and the way you walk off as if you own people, and it's kind of like, you know, for some reason it's money, power, fame for James, but for you, money, power, fame for some reason cannot be accountable for your problematic ways. You can get all the passes in the world, and Tati isn't making no video about what he's done. Like, just irrespective of whether Tati mentored him or not, it doesn't matter, because she has listed points for why James Charles is problematic. Keep the same energy for him. And I feel like it comes to the point now where the public now matter more than anyone, and the power is given to the public to really attempt to not only rectify, but just to bring these issues to light, because clearly and truly, I don't think anybody's going to do a video anytime soon about Jefree, who's massive in that community. Apparently James Charles might do a video, but I kind of doubt it. With everything on him now, he really needs to just be Casper the Ghost and exit stage left and just be quiet, because you don't need to be adding any more energy to yourself, because I'm sure the abuse is really just becoming to a point where it's just not going to stop, and hopefully it does. Do let me know what you guys think about this problematic issue, this particular nasty kind of tweets that are all being resurfaced. The hypocrisy is just laughable. Like, I don't understand how one can call somebody a danger to society when all these tweets were all here. Videos. It's just disgusting. And even your boyfriend Nathan as well. Like, there's just so many examples, and we can go on and on and on. And this isn't even touching the racism stuff. So perhaps I will do a video outlining the problematic issues of Jefree Star. And if you guys want me to do that video, do let me know, comment down below, and I'll do an in-depth analysis kind of video, a breakdown, which I feel like we need. Do let me know what you guys think about this video. Please do comment down below. I would massively appreciate it. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's start a discussion. I want to know what you guys are thinking about the fact that we have now even more information on this topic. The layers, the ingrained layers to this story that took place and started 6 days ago just keeps on giving and giving, and everybody is just loving it at this moment of time, to be honest. Although at some points it can actually be quite scary, and important discussions need to start. Do let me know what you guys think about this. Obviously comment down below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I massively appreciate it. Click that button, subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali. The details are in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll definitely catch you guys soon.